Peace to the family. This is chapter 2 of part 2. I just want to let y'all know from the beginning now that I have not took anything out. I'm going to play it, but chapter 3 of part 2, I'm going to go back and forth with updated information. It's something that we already know about. A lot of things that has already been said, you may not hear it here. Okay, I'm just giving y'all a heads up because a lot of things have already been touched on. Everybody's talking about the same stuff. So certain things I may not touch on because it was already touched on already. Stuff that we already know. But here it is. Chapter 2 of part 2. So I will touch on stuff that has been updated. Especially the Irene interview with Zach TV and Peas and Tiffy. Okay, the two dudes. So trust me, as this go along, it's going to be updated. Okay, so here it is. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you feel, what you think. All right, Loyalty Gang. Let's get it.
Now to a Fox 5 exclusive. We obtained a new picture which may help shed light on what was going on inside a Bethesda home at the center of a mystery. Could it finally piece together what a man who died when the house caught fire was doing there? Marina Morocco is live in Bethesda tonight with the latest. Marina?
Sean, like you said, this house right here is still a mystery. The fire that surrounds it, it's now been more than 2 weeks since that happened. Investigators have finally narrowed down where they believe the fire started. They're still testing the chemicals that they believe ignited that blaze. But what we know right now, there was a fire here at this house on Danbury Road in Bethesda. The homeowner walked out alive, but a second man, Oscar Kafia, was found dead in the basement. This is Oscar Kafra. He was 21 years old. Today, one of his friends shared with Fox 5 this picture, a photograph that shows a tunnel believed to be underneath this Bethesda house. There's a rope that turns into a pulley leading down to buckets on an underground level. And this is Kafra with a hard hat using a breathing apparatus inside the tunnel that, according to his friend, leads to the bunker that was being built beneath this house. Fox 5 has learned Kafra met the homeowner Daniel Beckwith this summer. Beckwith made an investment in a company Kafra was attempting to get off the ground. In a deal made with Beckwith, Kafra says he was helping him excavate the tunnels and bunker. The 21-year-old from Silver Spring said he was blindfolded every time he was brought to the house and believed the property he was working at was in Virginia. Now, Kafra's parents told Fox 5 they knew their son was working at a house. They did not know exactly where that house was. They say they spoke with him via text message the night before the fire. For now, Montgomery County Police Major Crimes Division continues to investigate the case, although there is still no manner of death. Live tonight in Bethesda, Marina Morocco, Fox 5 Local News.
Man, this guy, Daniel Beckwith, is an American security researcher, phone freak, convicted computer criminal, and gray hat hacker known for presenting work on digital currency, anti-computer forensics, and signals intelligence at computer security conferences including DEF CON, ShumoCon, and Sky Talks, right? Beckwith attended the University of Illinois, Chicago. Ties from what's being said. It could be all speculation, but I'm not putting it past it. He knows the manager that was at the Crown Plaza Hotel. Okay, so he has some ties at Urbana Champaign from 2010 through 2012. Majoring in electrical engineering. Oh, but he had a fire, where he was a member of the Phi Eta Sigma Honor Society, Mason Secret Society. Research. Beckwith is known for presenting a high-frequency trading and economic attacks against Bitcoin, exothermic destruction of hard drive platters, and remote keylogging. Freaking Beckwith was interviewed on Freaking Techniques and Google Voice for a 2011 episode of Default Radio by Lucky 225. Beckwith was arrested in January 2013, a joint operation by the FBI, Urbana, Illinois police, and the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign Police Department, involving simultaneous search warrant execution, and booked into Champaign County, Illinois jail. On the charge of aggravated computer tampering. It's about to be 5 in the morning, so please forgive me. He was alleged to have been responsible for the university's largest hacking incident in string of bizarre hacking pranks stretching several months. The perpetrator of which became known as the ECE hacker on social media website Reddit. This guy been doing a lot. The incidents including rescheduling exams, defacing course web pages, sending unauthorized mass mails, and compromising the university's electronic lock system. There was no known motive for the attacks. Beckwith refused to talk during investigation and posted $1,000 bail after 2 days in jail. This guy got pulled. Now check this out. On June 3rd, he entered into a plea agreement to a single charge of computer fraud. A single charge, okay? After all that shit that he did, At sentencing, presiding judge Heidi Ladd said Beckwith normally obtained use of a computer with the intent of devising a scheme used for deception. Check this out. The U.S. Attorney for the Central District of Illinois refused to press federal charges for the incidents. This guy's connected, very intelligent, he hacks, he does all those things. He's useful to some people for editing, a whole bunch of things. And he's in cahoots with the manager that's in the motherfucking Crown Plaza Hotel. He had different passageways, tunnels built to his crib. The guy, the little kid, Kafara, which is it's definitely an African name and is an Egyptian name as well, Kafre, if anyone knows. But anyway, I ain't gonna go into that. Had him work. He had them blindfold him to come to where he lives at. It's crazy. But let's continue.
New tonight, the body snatcher accused of illegally selling body parts from a Detroit location held a going out of business sale.
People who had business dealings with this man telling Action News the same freezers he used to store arms, legs, and even heads were sold. Jeff Vaughn joins us tonight with the exclusive details on this one. Sounds crazy, Jeff.
Yeah, those electric freezers selling for just $50. Those smaller igloo coolers, sources tell me, selling for $10 a piece. And there were dozens of them sold. A Grosse Pointe Park man at the center of an FBI investigation for selling bodies in the black market had a yard sale. We knocked on the Grosse Pointe Park home of Arthur Rathburn tonight. No one was home to answer questions raised in yet another body parts raid. Rathburn worked out of this warehouse on the city's east side. The FBI raiding the business called International Biological in December 2013. Sources telling Action News the body parts of more than 1,000 people removed. Our Jim Kurtzner breaking the story then and again today as federal investigators raid a so-called body donation business in suburban Chicago with ties to Detroit. It's believed Rathburn purchased bodies for as much as $5,000 and then cut them up to sell on the black market. Arms for $750, heads for $500. The feds documented one body donated in Chicago. Its head, legs, and shoulder found in Detroit. As sick as that sounds, it gets even more grim. Family members of the loved ones whose bodies were donated were told that they would never end up desecrated, cut up, and found stored at a shabby warehouse in Detroit.
that's an abomination to me. I mean, that's a violation of something sacred in people's emotions.
His daughter's body donated a month ago to a Chicago lab operated by Don Green and son Don Green Jr. Also tied to Detroit, a Phoenix lab. Paperwork found during the gruesome raid at Rathburn's business led to a raid and collection of body parts in Phoenix in January 2014. Rathburn's mortuary license was pulled in February 2014. And now it seems after the FBI raid and all the body parts gone, well, sources say that's when Rathburn started asking nearby businesses along the industrial park on Grinnell Street in Detroit to keep his coolers and freezers for him, eventually clearing them out and selling them at a deep discount from his business before closing up for good just a few weeks ago. And the concern tonight for anyone who bought those freezers and coolers is disease. I took a look at that affidavit from the Chicago raid. The FBI believes that some of those body parts, again, these are body parts, were infected with diseases like HIV, MRSA, and hepatitis. So where is Rathburn tonight? Well, sources tell us that he has moved up north, where he is working to develop genetically engineered trophy deer to be hunted on his 1,000-acre farm. Live at Grosse Pointe Park tonight, Jeff Vaughn, 7 Action News.
Jeff, any idea where those freezers are? Are they going to be able to track them down, or is it just, oh well?
Well, I guess you could kind of go to that neighborhood where this lab was, because it seems a lot of it was sold by foot traffic, and it's a busy street right near City Airport. And so I talked to some of the sources tonight that work around that area, and they said that basically these freezers were taken out to the street with a big sign saying for sale. So anybody could have came by and picked those up and bought them, but they believe that mostly it was from people in that neighborhood. But tracking them down, I don't know how you could do that.
Right about that. All right, thanks, Jeff.
That is a gruesome story. Thank you, Jeff. And
His daughter's body donated a month ago to a Chicago lab operated by Don Green.
In the blue highlight, Donald A. Green Sr. is a Park District Commissioner for the Village of Rosemont. He and his son, Donald A. Green Jr., rented office space for Biological Research Center, Illinois, in the 9501 West Devon Avenue building that houses Rosemont Village Hall and the Rosemont Police Department. The FBI raided and closed down the Rosemont offices of the Biological Research Center of Illinois in January 2015, but the company is still in operation out of a Schiller Park crematorium, said the Green's lawyer. But Donald A. Green Sr. is a Park District Commissioner for the Village of Rosemont. Now, speaking of this news clip, let's really check and see how far this place is from the Crown Plaza Hotel. All right, so let's, the Chicagoland cremation place, everything that we just seen, right? Let's get some directions. Let's see how far it is. Now, see, me personally, I already know how far it is. This is gonna bug you out. So, this is the address to the Crown Plaza O'Hare Hotel. Look how far away from. Oh my goodness, check this out. Literally a 7-minute drive. To the hotel, family. How crazy is this shit? Yeah, Rosemont. There we go. You know why they have to cover it up? Because there's so many people connected. But let's continue.
That's a good view. this L-shaped part of the building where you see the patch of concrete where it's different than the asphalt, that's the dock. So when everyone was looking through and she could have made it down to that dock, that's outside.
Oh, you talking about right here?
That's right.
Yeah. This is the
That's the employee entrance, right?
The employees associates entrance.
That's right.
Right there. Go ahead, nigga.
That's where the security guard was standing. So if she'd have walked right out that door, she'd have been outside. Okay? That table that everyone's seen on the picture, that's the employees. Right, that's the employee smoke area.
Yep.
Okay. Those now that white, you see?
That's even better. The benches will be right here or somewhere.
No. The benches are underneath this white awning area.
Maybe this is just an old picture, but the same location, then, if anything.
No. Right where your mouse is, you can kind of see the benches right there.
Right here.
Yeah.
All right, there he is.
Right. That red sign that's up there in the corner, that says associate entrance.
There you see. Only on Mike Larry 2010, huh? Not good.
Only on Mike Larry 2010. So when you go through that door, you immediately go through that kitchen.
Right.
Right? So in my mind, whoever did it ran right out that door, right to the parking lot, hopped in the car, drove around the front, and they was picking everybody up. Kenneka drove and parked her car in the back. Who dropped off the car? Was it Irene?
I think it was, it had to be, I think it was Irene, if I'm not mistaken.
And if I'm not mistaken, everyone's saying Irene go out the front door. So if anyone else has any other video showing Irene go out the back, but I could be mistaken. I seen her go out the front door. So who brought Kenneka's car around if everyone's seen Kenneka come in through the back door?
That's right.
Okay.
Want me to go to the front or stay in the back?
No, we can stay in the back because this is going to lend to the manager with the police officer. Remember when I told you guys on a couple of shows ago, the police officers, when we first broke it, the police officers were parked in this area. That's why you're seeing all of the police officers rush in. This is where they were parked at, right?
Correct.
The manager, when he came out on the police report. The manager, when he came out that back door, he went through the other kitchen and came around. It's a white door right there.
Yeah, it's right here.
Right, it's right there.
Right.
That's the door that he came out of to get the police officers. He didn't come directly out of that back door. That's what he said, the manager. Okay, because at the same time, when he found Kenneka's body, he said that he had got a call telling him to come get some feces out of the pool.
Yeah. That's what I'm on the employee say, yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
The manager came out of that white door. Alright? And he's actually on camera seeing, instead of him going right to go get the feces, he went left to go get the police officers and came out of that back door. The reason why all of this seems kind of crazy, like I'm saying to you, I always maintain there is organ harvesting going on in this building. I'm going to allege that there's organ harvesting going on in this building because you can control, there's actually a temperature control gauge that they have for the freezer and that they have for the cooler. It's a temperature control gauge. If you're gonna harvest oil,
sorry. Somebody said something kind of good. Hold on. Somebody said, hold on. I give a shout out to Dacia Bates. I mean, this sounds kind of reasonable, but who knows? But she said, she said he was talking in code. Kenneka was the feces. I mean, could be, but continue. But that was pretty good. If you want to speak in code,
right? If right. However,
go ahead.
I always maintain that this is a sale. This is a group of people working together, because not everybody that was at the party, I don't believe, was in on it. You could clearly see other people walking calmly who was at the party. They just left, just walked right out. Okay. Now, keep this in mind, you guys. She wandered from the hotel, the 9th floor of the big building, to this kitchen all the way back here. Drunk.
Fire.
How many times in your life have you ever heard of that happening? Someone wandering through that whole building, unseen by anyone, for damn near an hour, and not heard of for more than 20 hours.
Right.
Drunk.
And then in the report, they was looking. They went to the as they say in the report, they went to the front desk to tell the people, yo, y'all gotta look at the cameras and find my friend. And the dude behind the desk said, well, I don't have access to that. I gotta wait for my manager. So why, or his supervisor? Why the fuck he ain't called a supervisor if they was like, well, you know, this is urgency. We looking for our friend. She's wandering around. She's drunk and we can't find her. So
exactly.
Crazy.
Now there's 4 security guards on deck that night.
As they say.
As they say. When the employees come through that door, now keep this in mind as well. There's a security guard at the front desk. On the police video, you see a security guard posted at the back door. Now the employees are coming in through this door. Are you telling me that this door here is left unlocked, unmaintained by a security guard? No camera at 3:30 in the morning?
Exactly.
Come on, y'all have to think. The back door, the most vulnerable part.
That's right.
Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers. All of them could have wandered through that door.
That's right.
Killed all the employees.
The fucking leprechaun.
The leprechaun.
Word. Chucky, nigga.
Everybody could have wound up coming through that back door.
Word. So
you telling me that there's no security guard posted there?
But I'm sorry. I was gonna say, because when the police did the motherfucking the tracing of the steps with the video camera, when he came up the stairs, who was standing by that back door? Security.
A security guard.
So continue.
Now, there's 4 security guards. What were they doing? What was their post? Has anyone ever asked that question? What were the security guards designed to be posted that morning? There's no way anyone could wander through a building of that size and not be seen by a security guard.
Can I add something, please?
Yes. Go ahead.
Now, damn, I should look up the goddamn picture, but I don't want to leave this shot right now. But there's a picture of somebody, I think he is a security guard who worked there. Somebody, I don't know if it's Charles or some fucking name. I should go pull up that picture, and he got on a light green or a highlight green vest on. It's like a job picture that he works inside the Crown Plaza. Was he one of the security guards that night that was not seen on camera? But continue.
Now, my other question would be, did the police officers question him and find out where that post was?
Exactly.
Because you're on the post, and to cover each other, have 15 minutes to go do your rounds. 15 minutes. Whatever rounds you have to do, then you have to get back to that particular post. And you have a back door, the most vulnerable spot of the building, where all the cars are coming, all of the people are coming in and out of that area. They're either gonna hit that west side where that awning is, or they're gonna hit that back part of the building. You're trying to tell me there's no security. This is a 4-star hotel.
Word. Check this out. Check this out. Just give me 2 minutes of y'all motherfucking time. Now check this out. I know he already explained it, but now I'm just visually seeing it. This is where they came in from. I know that y'all know that, but I'm just saying, follow me. Follow me. This is where they came in at. Kenneka, look, the kitchen's here. The back door's here, right? Now let me go to this. Oh, I don't like looking at that picture. Let me go here.
Yeah, I don't need the mic. I'm with you.
Can't say no, that shit be messing me up, man. But let me go here. He was just saying it. I ain't gonna say it yet. I'm just gonna go straight to it. See that gate? The shit that we was talking about? Hold on, let me back up. Hold on. Let y'all get a clear view. That motherfucker there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know where that's at, family. And guess right there. That's out there. Now, this is this. That gate, this. The entrance to the, hold on, wait. So that's not. You said this is like that could be the entrance to the kitchen.
That gate is the entrance to the kitchen.
Right.
That side goes out to that visibility. It's on the same side as the visibility bar. That leads out to the patio for the Chicago Fire Grill. Right. You have to come through that other door, that right door.
Look.
Okay.
Look, this is you see this right here, right?
Right.
This is the exit, which is this right here. Not this door, but to the right.
To the right, exactly. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Again, like I said, just give me 2 minutes, and I'm gonna let you rock. You've been doing a great job. All right, let me just rock 2 minutes. This out there, all the way down there, is this motherfucker here. That's this. That's that door.
That's right.
Back down there. Okay, thank you. Now, let me motherfucking continue. This, right, leads to the kitchen. That door that I said with the gate is like right here. Let's just say right there. And when you go through that door, guess where you end up? In the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
There. Right here. That's very crazy. I just don't understand that. It's just all this stuff is really creepy and crazy. But go ahead and continue, man.
No, Mike, you're actually doing a superb job. Now you see how the ease of access.
Exactly. To get
right? To get to that kitchen. Because, and that was my first thought. I'm like, where is that kitchen? Because if it's on the lower level, I thought that they had like underground dock parking. Right? Something like that, right? Because when you're dropping off food for those freezers, right? You don't want to be out and exposed for too long. You want to come in, check in with security, and go drop off the food. Okay? Without wasting any time. Now, I'm going to explain to you how I believe this whole thing got out of whack. It started with the phone calls. there was something like 30 or 40 phone calls placed to Kenneka. Hey, you coming to the party? Coming to the party? Coming to the party? Now that's way too many phone calls, right? If it was one of those 1 or 2 phone calls, hey, I called Kenneka, see if she was coming to the party. She said no, she was going to the movies. Now she's missing.
Making sense.
Okay.
That.
But it was one of those, you're coming to the party, you're coming to the party, you're coming to the party. So now, because of all of that excess communication, you know, then Kenneka starts saying, okay, I'm coming. Okay, I'm driving. So forth and so on. Right? And when those type of things happen, now they have to backtrack and they have to cover their tracks. Because it makes more sense if, let's say, Monifa would have showed up with Kenneka and said, hey, girl, you coming to the party? Yeah. Okay. Come pick me up. And then they can say, well, Kenneka never showed up. She never came to pick me up. Right? Remember, there's no cameras in the back parking lot. So who's to say that Miss Teresa's car was ever back there? There's no cameras on. In a 4-star hotel. Right? I mean, this is like the most unsecure 4-star hotel I have ever seen in my life. Okay?
Yeah, if you look at it,
the most unsecure. So imagine if your 5-year-old child wandered out the room. Because this is basically like what we're looking at. But all of that, if those phone calls would not have ever taken place, so now they have to cover up the lie. They have to make up a lie and they have to cover it up. Okay? But she was gonna get got one way or the other because they had a job to do. And their job was to get her in that freezer. And I heard the girl on the tape, clear as day, said, the man said they could put her in the freezer back there. Now, if you haven't heard anything else, hear that when Irene was doing her live stream. Monifa said it.
Hello. Hello. Thank
I'm saying? Right. At that time, she said it. And just so happened, her best friend, so-called best friend, wound up in the freezer. Back there. You know, back by the parking lot back there. Because they don't have 19-year-old, 20-year-old kids, they don't have any concept of organ harvesting. They don't. But what they do have a concept of is being sneaky and trying to get you to think that they were one place and somebody else was really in another place. They do have that much sense. That's why everyone couldn't really follow it and really put their hands on it, is because the girls is going out the front, the boys is in the back. Shout out to Straight Drop. Okay. Straight Drop. I do appreciate the video. I appreciate your point of view, but I do not believe that was Kenneka in that basement. I believe that that's her in that freezer. I believe that those boys locked her in there. And now here's the other thing. If they seen her foot in that condition, because I believe she stuck that foot, that right foot, bow, in that door. Right? Was that foot broken? Because it looked badly bruised. It did not look frostbitten. It looked badly bruised. Because frostbite starts at the tip. Okay? At the tip of the toes. Right? and the tip of the toe started breaking off. That's frostbite. That ankle and that side looked like somebody slammed that door and was pressing on that foot, okay? And she was trying to stick her hand out there, probably stick her arm through there, and they shoved her back up in there. And her shoe came out. Her foot came out of her shoe. She fell back a little bit. They kicked her shoe up in there and held that door shut.
Crazy.
Now that's crazy.
Because look at this. You know, back here is the kitchen. So this is definitely a passageway, if you will, to that kitchen. Because you see the wall right here. You see the the counter right here. This is where they serve the food. You know, they have the little protection glass, so the food's probably laid out right there, and blah 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 blah. They keep the food in there, so they definitely bring the food from out of here. So they are entering a kitchen through here, and there are doors. Just because you don't see the stuff on the schematic doesn't mean that it's not there. It exists. It's just not on the schematic. So what they have here, they just showing what they want to show to the public. And again, like on the conference level, this the only thing I don't like about this conference level is that you're not going to be able to see or trace Kenneka's steps. That's the only thing I don't like about this lower level. So you can only get here. That's the furthest you could go, and that's the furthest, but this is the lower level. So this is where the all right, I'm right here. Let's go here. This is where Kenneka came from. Let me see if I can get in here. This probably just the. If I click, this is going to end up in this room right here. So you see this? This is where Kenneka came from. The elevator, walking up the stairs, all the way up, and she turned this corner here. It came down here. She came down that way and went. Matter of fact, that's her target right there. She went through those doors, right there. But hold on, let me get over here. See this is the crucial part. We can't get over here. You know what I mean? And it was crazy, y'all. There's so. Let me go back on this level. Check this out. In this place, if you look at the schematics, there's so many ways you could get snatched up into a room. Like you could get pulled into a fucking room and nobody won't even see you. You could just get pulled into this room or some shit like that. Just get pulled in here. Nobody will see. When I checked all the corners of some of these rooms, there's no cameras. You can easily get pulled. You can easily get pulled into one of these rooms and not be seen. But I really wish. No. You see, this is hallway 4 then, because if this is the way she get off the elevator, let me fix my mic. If this is the way she come from the elevator, remember on my video that I put up, you see the guy that what you call it, like the nerd kind of white guy, and when you pan to the left, the stairs is right there. This is only showing the escalator, but the escalator is way over here when it shouldn't be. Hold on. Right there. This is a different part of the lower level. So they are not showing the level where those stairs, yo, this shit is so crazy. This thing is so big. She could have got snatched up any motherfucker where. And then again, they simulated like those that footage, man. Most of it was created, y'all. It really was created. So a lot of that stuff was created. So it's a lot of things that has not been exposed. There you go.
Am I still sharing my screen with y'all?
Yes, you is, sir.
All right, you can hear me? Not chopping up anymore?
Let me cut this music off. Let me turn it down a little bit.
Yo, Shay Elise, man. You're a monster on them beats, love. Go ahead, continue, Terrence.
All right. So I don't think, Mike, you showed the first floor elevator. We've always got the picture of Kenneka coming off on the lower level elevator, right? Why is this important? This is the first floor, obviously. You guys notice there's no telephone on the wall. That's the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have where the elevator, what floor the elevator's on, right? Now, magically, this camera right here is not working. That's the main elevator camera. That's one of the 5 cameras that is not working that night, which adds to the drama of list of fuck ups that we can all say that happened, and is the reason why we all believe the security guard has something to do with it. Because that's the first camera that everyone on that side of the hotel is going up and down the elevators, and they're getting on and off that floor, right? And we have the next day, right? So the 8th, 9th, or the 10th, we don't have that camera. So everyone's getting off on the lower level, but you're not seeing anyone getting off on that first floor.
Exactly. And what is your, not to cut your wisdom, because I already said it in my part 2, chapter 1. What is your reason or theory why you think they get off on the lower level instead of the first floor main level? You heard me?
Yeah.
What is your theory on that? Why they get off usually on the lower level to walk up the ramp, up those stairs, just to go right up the stairs to the first floor anyway?
All right. Here's what I believe. I believe it's a botched job. Okay.
Repeat.
I think.
Okay.
I think that this first floor camera is supposed to be on. The second level camera is supposed to be off. Because it's one of those out of sight, out of mind.
Hey, family.
All right. So it's out of sight, out of mind, right? So they wanted to use the lower level that morning. Okay.
Yeah, I left my bag.
And get her down around back to that lower level, and then you can do pretty much whatever you want once you get somebody on the back side of that convention center. Okay. But if we had the first floor from that night, because that's where everything was really happening at, Mike, on that first floor. Everything was happening because it was fucking up. So now that morning they have to go downstairs to the lower level. So you go right here through that lobby. If you could see, let me see. We'll go back. I want to show them how direct. Give me a second, Mike.
All right, do your thing, family. going on, family? Few little minutes, few seconds.
So if you look directly up these stairs, Mike, that's the lobby. So if we was wondering where everyone was going when it was going out of the view, that's the lobby right there. This is the view right here to the main lobby. So you go right through here, and you can see that's the direct view right to the main lobby. You go from the elevators with the cameras out, the elevators to lobby 3, lobby 2, right to the front desk. That's the path, right? But all morning, they running up and down those stairs, right? All morning. Now, if my girlfriend got lost on that side of the building with where the hotel is, my girlfriend got lost, we're going from room to room on each floor. There's no possible way we would think she wandered her ass all the way down to the other side on the convention center side of the hotel. There's no possible way we would think that. Because we would want the security to check from room to room and all of those rooms before we went and checked the other side. It's almost immediate. They go down around to the other side of the hotel as if they knew where she was at. Because within an hour, if you want to believe the timestamps, all of those teenagers that was involved was all the way on the other side of the convention center. As if someone said, "Hey, your girlfriend never got off on the first floor. She got off on the lower level." Which leads me to believe the security guard was involved. The other part that really struck me was when she was on the conference room level and she was down by the stairs. Remember, she was down by the stairs by the stairs that she ran into?
Yeah.
And then she stayed over in that corner for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. And that's the same corner where everyone was like, "Hey, somebody grabbed her and pulled her back." Let me see. Not on this side. Yeah, we can't really get a really good shot. But
on this
on
one,
that side,
you can't really navigate through the lower level like that. But go ahead,
right, you can't really navigate. And the reason why you can't navigate through the lower level like that is because they have the security room is downstairs. On that lower level, right where the main stairs is. On that lower level, that is a frosty glass door. That's the start of the security room, but it goes all the way to the back on the side, and you'll see on the schematic, you can see that they still have that back side of that door where the water fountain is. You can easily see someone through that because it's a clear little cut through that you can see through. My guess is that Kenneka was looking at someone and someone was looking back at her. Okay? She kind of gave the stare through the door. Because to hang out for a minute, okay, so you have to think. It was 1 minute and 30 seconds, right? They said it took her 1 minute and 30 seconds to walk up those stairs. So it was a long time, right? Someone to me is looking at her and she's looking at someone. Or maybe someone opened that door, tried to grab her, pull her in there, and she wasn't having it and she walked away. But then it was after that, everyone was alerted to come down to the lower level.
And then shortly after that, a little while later, we see her friends running out the back door. And at that time, she's on the back side of that building in the freezer. So if you can go to the Google Earth for me, so I can show you kind of where you were off a little bit, so I can explain to everyone kind of the schematics of how the building is operating on the first floor.
And I think I'm gonna be contesting you in a few.
All right.
All right, because on my part 2, chapter 2, which I already done, the kitchen area. Remember when we did that first live stream about where the kitchen is located?
Yes.
It's the same location, but it's more far. But I'll show you as we go along. I'll show you. But here he is, Google Earth. Let me get. All right. I got you. Y'all like when this shit do that. Hold on, just let it rotate. I got it, goddammit. Let it rotate. I'm gonna zoom right up in there. A little bit more. And it's funny, don't you see that red dot, that red marker where it has the address at?
Yeah.
See it? You see that? How ironic. How ironic. That marker is the exact location of the freezer where Kenneka was found at. But I'll wait till you finish and I'll give my analogy. Go right ahead.
Now I'm gonna tell you I respectfully disagree.
That's fine. Go right ahead, brother. Hey.
All right. So this sign right here is the sign to the employee entrance. That sign right there, that red sign right there. That's the sign to the employee entrance. Okay. Right through that door, that's where the security guard was standing.
We get a different
right through that door. The police officer took a picture. He went right through the door. And he went right to the kitchen. Now that white door, that's another door. You're absolutely correct. But that's a door that goes down the backside of the opposite kitchen where they wash the dishes. So that's the dishwashing kitchen.
Okay, hold that thought. I want to cue something up. I want to cue something up. Hold on, because I just had it in my brain. Oh, Rosemont. Hold on, y'all gonna see Pornhub. But let's go. The Hub Gang. Motherfuckers gonna hub it out. Brothers gonna hub it out. Brothers gonna hub it out. Brothers gonna hub it out. For that young ones, y'all don't even know where I get that from. Brothers gonna work it out. Anyway, let me get some pictures real quick. Olan soldier, Olan. I'm gonna find the pictures. I'm really not trying to look at Kenneka's pictures. I'm trying to look at the location of the building. Let me get this ad out of here because this shit gonna keep popping up.
One of the nation's leading heart programs.
I really gotta put that ad blocker on. Olan soldiers, Olan. So we can really see. Okay, hold on. Okay. Excuse me. Where is it? Hold on, people. Just give me a second. I got this, okay? Give me a second, family. Because it has the picture to the outside where it has the entrance. So that's the picture that I'm trying to find now. Of the walk-in, the associate's entrance. Okay, let me see if it's over here somewhere. Let me just click. Let me find it. Then I'm gonna let Terrence say what he has to say. Just give me a second. Man. Okay. All right. Now this is from outside. This is the picture now. Now
it's one more picture before that.
One more picture, like it is from more of an outside view, right?
One more picture before that, Mike.
The picture before it. Okay, this is where the security door is, and you walk straight into the kitchen. All right, but I was looking for this picture because this is inside the building or this?
No,
This is
it's one more.
That's not outside. It don't. Hold on.
It's one more picture.
One more.
Yes.
There it is, right there.
That's the picture.
That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's the picture outside.
All right.
That we're looking at on Google Maps.
Absolutely right. And
Okay. That darkness up there, that's the night sky.
So I'm going back to my original thought. All right, right here.
All right. And so that darkness up there, that's the night sky.
Right here has to be. Well,
that's what those tables are.
Right, because if y'all see this sign, the sign is right there. So go right ahead, fam.
Okay.
So the door is like right here somewhere. Matter of fact, right there under it.
Right, and so those tables are right there. That's the door.
All right. Hold on, I'm gonna have to do this shit again. Extra push. All right, let's get it.
All right. So you're right in saying that you know those big things that look like vents that's on the top, those are for freezers.
Yeah.
But that's the one that you're pointing at. That's the one for that freezer.
Yes, for this one. Yes, exactly.
Because it's only one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so that would be about the area in which the freezer is. So I can understand the confusion from the inside of that door, but you have to realize if you see that white line that's right there, those dots, that white line of dots, if you notice that goes kind of all the way across, that indicates like the load-bearing wall. Okay. That indicates the load-bearing wall. That's the wall that door is on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So out where you see the awning, that's the other side where that other room is.
Exactly, over here.
Right. So that awning, remember earlier I showed you on the schematics, on the inside, that's the meeting room.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. So that would be this manning room right here, because that's the awning.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, coincidentally enough, no one has any camera or any footage from that side of the building that morning. Okay, so that's a possible entrance to the kitchen. But what I believe is that the other side of the kitchen is right where they make the pizzas. That's the way in, or that's the way out of the other part of the kitchen. The way they made it seem from the beginning is it's only one way in and one way out of the kitchen. Right? But we've already pointed out several possible ways someone could have held that girl in the freezer, held the door closed, jacked her up a little bit, held the door closed until she froze.
Absolutely.
But the location where you were pointing, that's more of the what is the name of that? The pizza kitchen or something like that? Fireside pizza or something?
Nah, the Chicago fire oven.
The Chicago fire oven. That's more what that
around here
restaurant is. Yeah.
That's yo, this freezer is right through here, man. There's a passageway through here to get to that kitchen, because is literally right here somewhere. All this, where this room at, this area,
Yeah.
it's right here. It's on the side. That's why they say there's so many ways. This is where he had to come from. He had to come in there from through here to get to that fucking kitchen over here. Because this is the freezer. She's right here.
Right.
The freezer is right here. And look at that exit. This is where they walk in or exit to go to the parking lot. This is where Kenneka and them first walked in and all that. This shit is really crazy.
Right. It's so crazy. It's spooky.
Yes, it is.
Right?
It's crazy.
Because they had to have a clear way out. My initial thought was they ran out of that. That they ran out of the back door. That was my initial thought, right? That they came out through there. But then I was thinking, hey, wait a minute. There's a straight path from that kitchen through that room, through that dark room, right through that manning room, right out of the same side, right out of that building. Okay, you can get right out of there.
Right.
Without going back past that camera. And it's very easy to edit one camera, which I don't think should have been on anyway. I think that lower level camera was supposed to be off, and I think that kitchen camera was supposed to be off, and somebody or deleted. Because now I've seen on another YouTuber's channel, Gray
Hughes.
Gray Hughes. They have footage from inside of the fire oven.
Yeah. And which is the fire oven is down here. Has to be over here. The fire oven is more down, more closer to where the lobby is. Oh, well, it's almost a half. It's in the middle. It's in the middle between that gate with the lock and the the entrance to walk to the main lobby. So the fire Chicago Grill is more of right here in this vicinity right here. It has to be more of this vicinity, the Chicago oven area, somewhere here. But go ahead.
Give me a second, man.
Mm-hmm. Let me look in the room. How's everything going, family? Y'all let me know if everything is good. Give us a thumbs up. Number one, let us know what's up. Want to know if y'all entertained? Have you been entertained? Hold on, I gotta put my sound effects on my goddamn Bluetooth. Hold on now. Whenever you're ready, Terrence, go right ahead.
Well, if you remember, I found the. Am I still sharing on my screen?
Let me see.
On your screen, am I still sharing my screen with you?
Hold on, let me see. Now you are. Go ahead. Talk.
All right. Back here in this manning room, I noticed something. This head doesn't quite look like a door. Like, where's the doorknob? Right? It's like, can you guys see this door?
They should be able to see it. Go ahead.
All right. So this doesn't quite look like a door. What does that look like? Looks like a piece of drywall to me. Looks like somebody put that up just for the sake of like putting it up. Right? So we had to kind of use some logic. This is a 4-star hotel And this area has been shut off for 2 years by the owner of the hotel, who owns the research lab that was shut down for organ harvesting. So that was in the same building as the Rosemont Police Department. Around the same time they shut his lab down, this area of this hotel was shut down. And all of this madness in this area of this hotel was created. There's no cameras. There's no security. You have makeshift doors, private entrances and private exits. And an entire area in which the staff doesn't go. When guests come, there's no tables and chairs. So if you was to wander back in this area, if you was to come up this ramp to this visibility bar and back into this area, you would never guess what's going on here. You would say, obviously, there's no food, there's no nothing to do back here. Let's go. Right? And this is a 4-star hotel in Rosemont, Illinois, next to the O'Hare Airport. And this is real estate in a building that's not being used. Now, we may think this is a small area. We're literally looking at about 2,000, 2,500 square feet.
Facts.
Of prime real estate. This area is so big and it's so huge that Bill Murray is going to build, him and his brother is going to build their restaurant in this location.
Yep. And Bill Murray is on tour right now. Go ahead, family.
So we have to use some of our common sense. And we have to say, these motherfuckers is sinister. They're not crazy. They're sinister. This here is some made-for-TV, made-for-movie type shit in real life. And that they use those kids to set her friend up to be killed in that goddamn hotel. And this is the real. They shut off cameras. They maneuvered the security guards.
Thank you, Nicole Powers. And peace to you.
I don't know if her mom has something to do with it. I can't speak on that. I can't speak on nothing but what I actually see in front of me. And here's what I see. I see motherfuckers selling body parts out of a hotel. And there really needs to be a federal investigation about how many more people have went missing out of this hotel. There was a guy a few days ago, not too far from this hotel, who they said shot himself in the head in his pickup truck. They need to examine these hotels and really examine all of these goddamn hotels that's across the country. You know, I was riding today. Now, if Kenneka's death is to do anything for us, it is to raise awareness of the bullshit that goes down in these hotels. Okay? I was just thinking with my wife earlier, how many crazy motherfuckers fly in and out of cities.
Word.
and they come close. They fly in close to these hotels. They stay at these hotels. They have children coming in there, people selling their kids, right? People selling their friends, people selling themselves for the sake of these sinister motherfuckers. Now, if anything comes out of this, this should cause us to be more aware. Okay? Because nobody stopped to answer, what the fuck was that lady doing running around a goddamn hotel at 3 o'clock in the morning with her son?
Yeah.
Now, somebody need to ask, why is that baby up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Where the fuck was they going?
Right.
What was she doing in that hotel while another young lady was wandering her ass off to supposedly to a freezer? What the fuck was the girl with the tights and the white shirt? What was she doing all morning?
Yeah, and that bitch with the pink shirt.
Right.
What
That's
was
what
she
I'm talking
doing?
about. Right. What are they doing?
Now, I really think she's a hooker though. I don't know why. She got that hooker. She got that meth crackish hooker like vibe. Like she been there a lot. She probably fucked so many people in there. But I don't know. But I digress. Continue.
But this is what I'm talking about, right? Okay, I think you showed on the show maybe a couple of days ago with the young lady being taken to the goddamn hotel by the police officer. Listen, when you go to these fucking hotels, suspect. Because the old man that's looking like a goddamn library teacher, he's looking like a professor, he's there to fuck a 12-year-old kid.
Hey, look. Y'all stupid. Go ahead, family. Hey, look.
Okay. So, you know, I mean, the shit's wild, Mike. And now they having us try to figure out what the fuck is they doing in these goddamn hotels. Exactly. To the tune to where this motherfucker, they done shut down more than 2,500 square feet of hotel space just to cut up some fucking bodies. Because that's where Kenneka was headed. We were never supposed to hear about this girl going missing in this hotel. Ever.
Right.
So I just wanted to make sure, because this is a fact-based show, right? We have fact-based conversations.
That's right.
About real shit that's actually happening. Right?
wait, repeat that. I heard it, but you got to put emphasis on it. Say it again.
This is a fact-based conversation about real shit that's actually happening. We can actually see that we could actually talk about.
You can see it.
Because I know it's a lot of shit out there, man. It's a lot of shit out there.
Yes, it is.
You know, and I just thought maybe, you know, and you're cool enough and you're respectful enough. And like I said, with all due respect, I just thought that, you know, when I seen kind of the schematics is off a little bit.
Right.
You know, but we have to understand, we all have to understand that blue area, that area that's missing, it can get confusing about what's back there. You know, I thought it was a fucking balcony or something that they had.
Not to cut you off. You know what? I may use some of this for my chapter 2, which I may upload in a couple of days, or I might call you and we could do it over, like pause, like me and you private, and we could go over it and I record it and put it on part 2. So we could do this over in a few days. You know what I'm saying? What just happened, you know, and all that. You know what I'm saying? What we just did, we do it over and I added on to part 2, you know, and I give you the give you some credit for it, put your name in the credits and all that on there. So
yeah, and I agree with the young girls that's in the chat. You know, with the people that's in the chat. You know, working girls do go missing all the time.
yeah.
You know, and the sad fact is, and here's the sad fucking fact: it's 2017, and we still got assholes out here covering this shit up.
Yes, indeed.
It's 2017, and it's not as if you can't make enough money. You know, you have assholes out here still covering shit up for other assholes as if, you know, they can't just do what they're gonna do and they're gonna leave. Right? No, they have to go out and they have to be killing people and doing crazy shit and sinister shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, there's no look, Mike, you cannot tell me with how much real estate cost. If someone wants to go into that hotel and rent a conference room,
that's bread. That's some
that's bread.
Yeah.
For one day. They are shutting down. You have to think, they're shutting down money because food has a 600% markup. And this place has been shut down for more than 2 years. Fuck out of here. And this is on the hotel side. This is not on the convention center side. This is the hotel side. Right? So the customers can't come down and get their little continental breakfast. Right? They can't come get their dinners or anything like that, right? They can't come get their shit. Why? Because they're making more money harvesting organs out this motherfucker. So Kenneka probably wasn't the only one on the list that night. Probably wasn't the only one on the list, and she's probably. Here's the fucked up part. This shit probably happened again since we've been talking about this.
Yeah, and we don't know about it yet. Yo, and probably never going to hear about it. Yep, probably right at this second, right now.
Now, the fucked up part is that the dude that was running the organ harvesting business is selling the fucking freezers.
Yeah, it was crazy. He's free.
He's free.
Upstate New York. I'm thinking, I'm like, why is he not locked up?
Right.
This is why people who's in them high places who's supposed to be protecting us, they into that shit too. See, just like David Beckwith. Do you know his fucking history? You know how smart that nigga is, and all in the hacking and all that shit. He got so much in trouble. Like, you could literally call him a domestic terrorist, a virtual domestic terrorist. Because if you're a hacker, you're very dangerous, right? Very dangerous, amongst other things that he did. And guess what happened when he got locked up a few times? He had to pay $1,000 bail, and the FBI refused to press charges on him. This is the same guy who had that African kid who died that had tunnels running on through his crib, who has association with who? The manager. Where? Crown Plaza. We'll continue. Hold on, let me like a shot then. Hey, let me like a blow a flat shot. All that.
And that's some shit for your ass.
One more time. Go on.
You know? So, for everybody who's listening, if you haven't been taking life serious, let this shit be your wake-up call.
Indeed.
America is like one big-ass boxing ring. Protect yourself at all times.
That's right.
At all times.
That's real shit.
Even if you're in your motherfucking crib, you're supposed to have your pistol on your hip. 90% of all murders happen in the house.
Yes.
In your own house.
Grip up, family.
So what makes you think? So what makes you think when you go to a spot like this that you're safe? Look, I'm not trying to fearmonger, nothing like that. I don't have nothing to sell you. Only thing I'm saying is cover your ass.
That's right.
Because this ain't no joke, and this is not a game. You know, I don't want to be taken as being the most serious brother on the planet, but you know, this shit right here should be a wake-up call and a serious fucking alarm.
And nobody is talking about it but YouTubers. Nobody else is talking about it.
Right.
But who spoke about it? Let me use my words carefully. Tammy, the actress, and Cardi B. Well, Tammy spoke about it more than any celebrity, any actor, entertainer on the planet. Tammy, she been going there. I wish I could speak to her ass. And she's real down to earth. So I try to reach out to her too. Think somebody got to remind me because I may forget. And really, nobody, Dr. Oz touched on it barely. Like he didn't even do anything. The Dr. Oz interview was nada, was caca, it was basura, garbage. It was nothing. What did it do? What did he touch on as far as the body temperature? And when he had the damn goddamn body and shit. I was trying to use the other word, anatomy and shit. But anyway, but still, y'all have to be very careful, especially the ladies, and especially attractive ladies, well, ladies in general of all races, of all kinds. You know what I mean? But you have to be careful, have to be safe out there. Like when you go out, you know, a person want to buy you a drink, okay, let them buy you a drink, but let the bartender pour it. Don't let him bring it to you. If you do, be like, well, thank you, you drink it. And then you buy your own, or you say, well, all right, well, buy me a drink. Let me see her bring me the drink, or whatever. If you leave the drink, you got to use the bathroom, take the shit with you. And if you don't, when you come back, buy another drink. Or something that just basically just be very cautious, period. And lastly, I'll close on this and let Terrence speak. And cool people at work, and yeah, I'm gonna say this shit too, because be cautious of everybody, and everybody comes with smiles. So let me say this, and this may touch some people who does not have melanin. That's fine, because we so magnified on so many levels. I have a right to talk about your ass for a few seconds. I don't care. Beat it. This is just real stuff, not racial stuff. Like when you know how people think of us period, on all levels. All right. If you see like some of them, you know, white workers that like it, come on, you know I'm cool, and come at you with smiles, and they all know they will eat you.
Literally,
I want to see what you taste like with adobo or just salt and pepper. You know, that's all they use is salt and pepper, little minced garlic. That's it. It's some barbecue sauce. Like literally want to know what you taste like. And it would be smiling. They could look so innocent, and it could be the most sadistic, crazy motherfucker on the planet. And they could be watching your ass right now at work, being so nice to you. Hey, come on, you want to go out? It's on me. But anyway, go ahead. But I could have really went in and got on some old serious shit, but I'm gonna leave it there. But it's
no. Let's go in.
Go.
And the reason why I want to go in is this.
Let's get it.
The movie Get Out, right?
Yes.
It was brought to my attention by my lovely wife. While we're watching that movie, she says, "Do you know the reason why police never let black people go to white neighborhoods? Have you ever thought the police could have been protecting you from them?"
Yes. Remember that.
Now, the reason why in the Constitution you have the unreasonable searches and seizures, we're going to go there for a minute, is because all them motherfuckers got basements. Sorry about that.
Hey, if that's your ringtone, we got to talk, fam.
We do have to talk.
All right, we're gonna have to talk on that one.
We have to talk.
All right, now.
See, this part I had to do over. I had to literally sit and do this over because, first of all, this right here is a pre-recording. I was gonna say some things that if I would have just really sat back and analyzed it, if I would have presented the information to you, it would have been wrong, because it's the way they position the camera. I will show you what I mean a little bit later, but here is the picture of her feet, right? And you see the little round circles that scuffles on her sneaker. Now you can see the actual marking on the floor. So you know when you change the contrast, you'll be able to see a lot of things much clearer. When you change the contrast to highs and lows and different temperatures as far as the picture is concerned, a lot of things will show that's from that's unseen to the naked eye. And there goes Kenneka's actual footprint. There go her big toe right there. That's actual her bare footprint is right there. So what the hell is going on? Okay, now this is an actual pre-recording. I pre-recorded this, I think, the 13th or the 14th, because today is the 16th now. So I'm doing my voiceover on this. So I want y'all to just pay attention real quick, because as far as the name Maya being put on that wall, absolutely false. People need to scratch that and get that out of here. There's no evidence showing that her name, Kenneka put Maya's name on the freezer wall. That is just a bunch of, crap. I'm trying to choose my words carefully. And how did her shoe get on that side? It's the same thing. You know it was a scuffle. Okay. Now, I want to show you some things far as the footprints there, all right? And we just gonna go with that and see what you think. So let's keep it moving. Let's go. as if some of the footprints was smeared. Look at these spots right here. Look at these ridges. This actually looks like wow. This actually looks like a dress shoe. This is a dress shoe. I'm thinking it took place here. What happened took place in this vicinity here. Look at all these marks. Look at all of that. Look at all of the marks right there. Poor baby, yo. This whole area is right here. I think this is where it took place. Scuffling and all that stuff. Yeah. Look at all them footprints here. And nothing on this side. Came, opened the door, threw her to the side over here in this corner. Had her on the floor all over here. All this shit happened in this corner. Everything happened here. You can tell, look at the ridges. Look at all of that. Those are ridges and they're smeared. Look at that. Bang, 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 bang. All of the footprints is here. Look at all this stuff right there. You could tell, look how clean it got cleaned up. Smeared, it got clean. Look at that shit. What is this? Which one I'm on? Neo. That's Neo right there. Look at that shit. Wow. All this happened right here. All of that took place here. See what else I could see. Now, somebody said that there was writing on the wall. I'm just gonna call it yoga stretching of the information, like yoga stretching, no pun intended. But you see the debris on her hair, you see the debris. Now I'm gonna do a lot of color changing, like contrast, highs and lows, different degrees in the temperature of the pictures. That's gonna bring out what's unseen from the naked eye, what's really on the freezer, as you can see here from the different pictures, the different lightings. You know what I mean? It brings out what's not too visible. Okay. Now, if it's being, you actually see spit on the side or some type of thing on the side. But he said well, y'all know who it was. Said the name was spelled Maya. Check out the different contrasts in the temperatures of the pictures. Do you see anything? I'm going to zoom in as well. Again, this is a pre-recording that I did a couple of days ago. As you can see, the whole bunch of the debris that's on her. And again, like the analyst said, that maybe some of this stuff was from the inside. But when you look at the plastic bag, they left evidence for us. If she was smothered, because I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the analyst on Fact Check, but I'm still going to play for those who didn't. But look at the evidence that they left behind, which is that plastic bag. She was smothered. And then when I showed those footprints, it had to happen inside there. Something happened outside, then they brung her in that freezer and smothered her ass. Because you can look at the footprints, man. It just left her there. But anyway, let's go to the different variations and contrast of the picture. We're going to look on the wall. And there is a blood mark. Those are blood stains. What happened to the blood sample? Look at the thing right behind her, the tag on her pants. Look how that dark spot is embedded on her back of her pants. But look at that debris on the back of her head, her hair. They just left us that evidence right there. You see that plastic, that little clear plastic? That's what they killed her with. Which is crazy. You see that thing behind the tag, behind, like on the back side of, respectfully, her buttocks. You see the name tag. You see that little black spot right there. Come on, that's embedded on her pants. It had to come on, man. You're not gonna fool me. There was a struggle. It was a struggle, yo. That girl put up a fight, yo. God bless her. Look at that debris. Okay. Now, let me see what I'm gonna do next. Let's see, because I know I'm gonna get closer up on the wall. And some of this stuff wasn't even in the freezer in different shots of the camera. See, I had another synopsis on the footprints. I already did it, but when I had to really break it down, I looked at it and I was gonna give y'all wrong information. So when I'm doing this, it's just a tad bit different from what I was gonna do. So I'm glad I really looked back at it and said, nah, I'm not gonna give you that information because it's wrong. But they did change certain things and remove certain things out the freezer. All right, but I'll leave it like that. Y'all probably don't know. Well, I did a live stream the other day on Mike Larry 2017. Y'all might get what I'm saying there. But as I'm breaking it down and analyzing it, I wasn't going to give you that information when I see that the way they took the picture of the freezer, where the footprints are on that dress shoe, is actually in the middle. Because I was going to say it was on the left-hand side of the freezer, but then in another shot, you see a dry spot on the right-hand side. You gotta see how they took the picture of the freezer. They took, you know, the angles that they took, so things may look like it's on the right hand side, and if you take the picture straight up, you'll see that it's in the middle. If you take a picture pointing to the left hand side of the corner, depending on how you took the picture of the freezer, you know what I'm saying, you will see the markings of where the footprint is in the cardboard that's on the left side. It will look more in the middle. You understand that the angles, it's just how they took the crime scene picture when they found her in the in the freezer. So I didn't want to give y'all false information, so I had to really double back and erase it and do this over so I could give y'all the most accurate information possible. Now that's due diligence, not these so-called people who want justice but making a video every hour on the hour trying to get them views so they can suck the money. These dudes is doing it just for the bread. It's not for justice for Kenneka. I'm telling you. And they coming up with these stupid ass glitching fucking live streams and videos, and y'all people fall for it. Y'all gotta be the dumbest people on the planet, because he is giving y'all false information, and that's just real shit. And I'm not even going to erase that. It's just real shit. But what I did find in this right here, which is kind of crazy. Now the pictures that I just shown you, the cardboard, look at the cardboard that's supposed to be by the garbage bag. It's not there, has been moved, right? And now this is pretty much like the same spot where you see the shoe print, the dress shoe print. It's almost in the same direction, but why you can't see it in this shot? And this is where I see the sneaker print of Kenneka. Now you got to really analyze this stuff, man, because this is, look, a lot of stuff been tampered with. This is actually Kenneka's Jordan 13 Grey Wolf sneaker print that's on the floor. I'm really coming to the conclusion, because now look at that. Where is the dress shoe mark? Where's the dress shoe footprint in this shot? Again, I know I'm gonna keep being repetitive, but this is a pre-recording, but I'm doing the voiceover over it right now as I'm speaking, like right this second. I hope I'm making sense. But anyway, how in this same shot, this same frame, the cardboard is moved away from the original spot, which I'm gonna have a picture down in this shot, like in a what you call it, an input shot. But now I only see the footprint of Kenneka's sneaker. I'm telling you, it's so confusing. When you try to counter your thoughts doing this case, it makes you counter some of your thoughts. You automatically counter because the things are so confusing. There's Kenneka's. I'm gonna show you this. The sneaker ridges in the shot is probably already up right now. Look at that. Now I hope I move around, because I already did it. But where is the dress shoe mark in the same shot? And I think I'm gonna replay it again. Hold on. Okay, now let's see something. Where is, we gonna see now, where is the dress shoe print? Because again, the dress shoe is supposed to be in this vicinity right here. And why we don't see it? We don't see it here. Because remind you, that little cardboard was right here. And what did you see? You will see the ridges. I'm telling you. Let me see optic. Telling you, y'all, they've been playing around with these pictures. We go to Zeke. Where is it? Now let's go to the next picture. Where is it? Where's the footprint? Let's do this one first. Look at the cardboard. Where's the cardboard here? Okay? You see that? Hold on, let me find another picture. But y'all already know how that shot look. Y'all know how that shot look. Cardboard's supposed to be here. Okay? Hold on, let me see something, man. I know y'all not slow. Y'all can't be. Y'all can't be. Oh no, there is a shot where the cardboard is like literally next to it. Okay? Literally next to it. Hold on, man. I'm trying not to waste any more time than I have to, because this is gonna be way over 2 hours. Way over 2 hours. Let me see something. Look how close that damn cardboard is. Look at that shoe print. Look at that. I need another camera. Look, there we go. Prime example. Look. It was right there. Then it was moved down there. The dress shoe print is somewhere over here. But why is not being shown in that shot? Y'all understand me, right? I understand when you walk in the crime scene, you probably kick something, but it's a what? Crime scene. You do not tamper with anything. Everything that's in that goddamn freezer should not be touched unless you take the pictures first. Everything is secured, bagged, stamped. You understand what I'm saying? So it is crazy. So again, the cardboard is not there. It has been tampered with. It's not there. And where is the shoe, the dress shoe print? That's all I'm saying. So I hope I'm making sense. If I'm not, you need help. One last time. Let me go here. They go to shoe print. They go to cardboard. Okay, let's find this mark right here. Let's find that mark. think it's up here somewhere, but still, there's no mark. There's no. You can't see it. Maybe because of the angle of how the picture was taken and the contrast of the picture, of the lighting. If they took a light, but still, you would still see a whole bunch of ridges of the dress shoe footprints. This shit was tampered with. Everything was tampered with. Let's continue. Now, you're gonna see some footprints here. In the different contrasts, highs and lows of the picture, you'll be able to see there are more shoe ridges all over that kitchen, and you can tell that they tried to clean it up, not to make it look too dirty or look too clean. And yes, that is a freezer, but that was an untouched freezer. It was abandoned. So how many footprints was in it? And plus, after when the cops did the retracing of her steps, and when they showed the video of the freezer, why was the freezer actually cleaned? If there was nothing on the floor, it was spick and span. Okay, it should have been spick and span when they was cleaning it out, and they abandoned it. But anyway, let's continue. Look at her pants. You know that's blood stains on there. Why they not even presenting that type of evidence, that type of blood sample, to see if it was hers or anybody else's? Because you could tell this girl been through a struggle. And after this, I'm going to play the recording or the video with Fact Check and the crime analyst. Her name is Tay. Break down how she actually got murdered. So that's coming up right after this little segment here, the courtesy of Fact Check. That's cool, people. Shout out to her. I'm just not gonna steal people videos like some people may do, and a lot of people did that to me as well. A lot of y'all stole some of my stuff and did the voiceover over my videos. So, you know, courtesy of Fact Check, shout outs. Now look at all them ridges, and you can tell that what you see is an actual dress shoe. That's a dress shoe mark is what you seeing. Managers wear shoes. Security wears shoes. So here it is, you're gonna see. Of that. If they could do that, then that means they could do anything. What was the purpose of taking the debris off her hair? They combed or brushed her hair. Was that some type of evidence from outside, or it had to be something? Because why would they wipe that stuff off her hair? That means they banged their head on something. That debris, that type of evidence will be something that's from outside of the freezer, because it could not have came from inside the freezer. So let's zoom in one more time. Let's see. Let's zoom in. If I'm gonna zoom in, as you can see, there's no debris in the hair. Now what the hell is going on with me right now? Alright, there we go. Okay, that's where it is debris. Now, alright, did a different contrast. Then we're gonna go to that one and zoom in on it. You see, not a damn thing. You could tell that they brushed their hair or done something, but definitely got rid of the debris that was in her hair, or the outside debris, but still managed to take a picture. I'm just gonna say it flat out. A lot of things that they have done was really on purpose to confuse us, knowing damn well they're not gonna open the case. I think they do this stuff. They did it, on purpose. I'm really thinking this shit was something planned from the giddy up. But let's continue.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so I've just circled various areas in this photo to evidence, okay? But what I want to talk about first, before going to her face, is her hair, okay? Her hair is obviously a mess. This is not natural hair, it's a wig. I don't know this girl, so I don't know if she wears wigs, or I don't know, or whatever, but it's not real hair. There is a freezer burn in her hair, but what I want to go over is her hair. So there's something strange I found in Miss Jazz. You sent me 2 pictures of her face, and I couldn't figure out why. Maybe it was just an accident or not. But this circle here, okay, this anomaly here. At first I thought it might have been a stutter or a piercing, because it looks like this girl had a piercing here, or something. So I thought, you know how girls, they get piercings. So to me, I thought this was a piercing. But then the second picture that you sent me, which is almost a duplicate, it's not there. And so I don't know why. We all want to know the time on this picture. Hello?
I'm sorry, yes, absolutely.
Okay. See how you sent me 2 pictures? One is a little bit closer, that's probably why.
That was my mistake.
Oh, okay, no, it's no problem. Okay, so I want to go with the ones that are marked.
Your sound is out. Today we're having a problem hearing you. You're going in and out, unfortunately.
Right, for this. So you've all got the time on that, right? Okay, so let's get to the evidence. Okay, so I'm going to run through her hair. So I've already said this is not real hair. It almost looks like it was thrown on her. I can't understand. She's such a beautiful woman. Why she would wear even a wig like this? But I just don't see her wearing a wig like this. She looks like she's got what's the English word? Posh? Elegance is posh. How do you say that in English? Posh? Is it posh? Elegance. Like it just
Yes.
doesn't seem like she would have messy hair. I don't know the word in English. I'm trying to say posh, but I don't know if that's correct.
Poise.
No. Poise is when you use it's your body. Anyways, I'll just use the word. She seems more elegant and a style person. That somebody with beautiful manicured nails would also have beautiful, perfect hair, like Barbie girl type. You know, like this doesn't seem right. It looks like it's been thrown on her. It doesn't even fit her right. I don't know. It doesn't fit the picture. There's something very questionable about this hair. It just doesn't work. It doesn't fit. Like, I don't know. Maybe, she was in a hurry and she wanted to put this wig on, but girl, I would have, if she was my girlfriend, I'd say, don't do that. It looks disgusting. Anyways. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know this girl. I'm not trying to degrade her or cut her down. It's just something really wrong with this picture. It looks staged or something weird. I don't know. So there's all sorts of little marks in her hair, but I want to identify some of them with you that are different from the others. Okay, so I will come through to you about all these little bits. Yes, it's filthy, dirty. Her hair is covered in all sorts of stuff. The white spots, remember this please with your notes, the white spots, when I say white, are from the floor. When I say debris from outside, that's where it's coming from. Debris from the outside. It's not in the freezer. This here, can you see where my pointer is? I don't have a circle around it, but you see where my pointer is? This is not debris from the room. This is debris from outdoors. Like maybe, you know, she brushed her hair against, she got under a bush, something fell or whatever, but it's literally embedded. And her hair, not in this particular picture, but others, when I discovered it, there's all sorts of debris from the ground in her hair. And it was almost like she was in a hurry, was trying to get her wig on and dropped it on the ground and put it on. And you know, it had leaves in it, or somebody, you know, was with her in the ground and leaves got her in her hair. It's just filthy, filthy, filthy. This is kind of unusual. I mean, it has nothing to do with evidence, but it has to do with tampering. There's an orange dot here, which should not be in anything. So for some reason, I don't know how it got there. It's a tamper. So there's all sorts of bits and dirt in your hair that is from the floor. I will show you a better picture of her hair, which has debris from outside. All right. Oh, here's some more. Okay. I knew I had it somewhere. So here, here, and here is debris from outside in here. This is not anywhere on the floor because I went tooth and nail on the floor with the pictures. I did what I did before. I cut and paste to see if anything matched up. It doesn't. But through my expertise, I would say this debris from outside, like some sort of tree or garden that she was under or rolling in the hay at a good time. I don't know. I'm not trying to be rude. I don't know what this girl was doing. Okay, so here is also a piece of debris that is in question that doesn't seem conducive to the room. The salt and pepper in her hair. This is like, it's different colors, two-tone. So she, you know, it's not an all black wig. I don't know why a girl would want to have white streaks and a black wig. I know my future daughter-in-law, she likes blue and purple. But anyways, it's just kind of weird. Okay, so we're gonna go on and we're gonna go to her eye. This is tough. I hate having to deal with children. Okay. So we have a picture here of her eyelashes. I got the right eye. Okay, this is really important. All right. So she's wearing false eyelashes. As you can see, it's off. Burn off. It's not on anymore. I'll just trace it. This is the fake eyelash. Okay. There is can everybody hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it got so quiet. You're such good children. I wish I had you all in my class. Okay, so what happened here is there's a piece missing off an eyelash. Again, I'd have to question, why wouldn't the girl trim it? I don't wear false eyelashes. My future daughter-in-law does, but she would trim this piece if it was too big. It would, you know, it wouldn't be there. I don't know. I don't wear false eyelashes, but I will let you know. The piece is still there, but the eyelash itself that was there, let's just say imagine this chunk gone, okay? And it's over here. It's gone. It's missing, all right? And it's detaching from her eye. This is her natural eyelashes right here. And there's something else that really is disturbing in this picture besides just her eyelash, and I'll go into a little bit more. is her eyes were forced shut. They're forced shut. Okay? There's a little gap there, but they're forced shut. So when she died, her eyes were open and somebody forced them shut. Or at one point in time, her eyes were.
Oh, that just made me so sad.
I know, and I'm trying not to cry. I really am.
That just did not, right? That
Okay. Okay, let me just tell you right now, I'm going to get into some very, very sensitive stuff about this little girl. If anybody wants to leave, I suggest you do it now because it's very heartbreaking what I'm going to reveal to you. If you cannot handle it, don't look at this as entertainment. Like really, this could give you fucking nightmares. You know, if you are the type of person that can handle it, I'm using viewer discretion right now. And I really seriously mean that. If it's viewer discretion time, leave. If you can't handle it, because I can't be responsible for you to have a traumatic impact after this. So you are your own responsibility right now. Viewer discretion advised. Yeah, just viewer discretion. Okay, so I want you to all remember about the eyelash and the way it is and the placement, because I will summarize in the story about why it is in the shape it is. Okay. Let me just zoom out and see if I've covered everything on this picture. So we covered, oh no, covered. Okay, so this gets case sensitive too. Viewer discretion advised. Okay. Whoops. Sorry. Your discretion advised. For beautiful mouth. This tells me how she died. Okay. This little girl died by suffocation. She was suffocated. I will repeat, this girl, method of death, how they killed her was suffocation. Now I will go into how I know that. Okay. I just zoom out a little. All right. So this girl has naturally beautiful lips, which people pay money for, but there is also indication that they are enlarged and swollen beyond what is natural for this little girl. Let me just see if anybody knew about this, because I really thought it was stupid. Do you remember they had a challenge up where you could look like Kenneka? I think it was Kenneka Jenner or some Kardashian girl, where you try putting a suction thing over your lips and make them big and plumpy?
Yes.
Okay. So imagine that there's suction. Like she's put a cup over here. Imagine the circle is a cup, okay? And she's breathing in and out and breathing in and out, right? In one of those tubes.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt you. I don't know if it's I know they're saying they're having an issue with my audio as well. For the people on the panel, can you guys hear me, or am I echoing and breaking up?
I can hear her fine. I can hear her fine at the moment. You are okay, but you do go in and out, Jazzy.
Yeah, you go in and out for me too, Jazzy.
Okay, so just to context, I know this is important. Nobody wants to miss it. Can everybody in the room hear her clearly?
Yeah,
Oh, whoever's talking.
y'all kind of chopped.
Oh yeah, you just chopped, but you're okay now.
Right, you're okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Everybody's fine with the audio, correct? Okay, perfect. Go ahead, Tay.
Okay. So I'm hoping everybody kind of got a visual that if you put one of those little cups over and you want plumpy lips, I won't recommend you do that, but you can plump up your lips. Okay? How did her lips get so plumped up? Okay, this is when we get into suffocation. And I'll show you the piece that they used. They left it in the crime scene. So the plastic is left in the room, and I'll show you exactly how I know that she was that's the tool that they left behind the room. So this girl was suffocated, and in that, when you are trying to breathe, you're going to be breathing in and out, trying to get air. You're gasping for air. I mean, somebody's got something over you to try and stop you from breathing. So in that, imagine that this is now the plastic, and she's breathing in and out and in and out and in and out. It would induce the swelling of her lips, okay? The other reason why I also know it's suffocation is because of these white marks here is an indication, okay, of the plastic going against and the lack of oxygen and that is happening. The other reason I know, this isn't a very good picture, but it's good enough. But I mean, if I could run it, I could really clearly show you. This here that you see is drool. Did I say that right? Drool, spit. Is that right in English? Drool?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is her own saliva. Here's a good word. Saliva. This is her own saliva. So the bag is over her. She's trying to breathe. And her lips are, the bag is going in and out and in and out, just creating a vacuum to her lips, which is the reason why she's got white around here, and it's all puffy down. And, you know, this is the drool. And this here, it was so tight, it literally took the skin right off her lips. Poor little baby.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm just getting so upsetting. Okay. So in my analogy, analyst, this is conducive.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to break your flow, but there has been discussion regarding her tooth missing. Can you?
Yeah. Well. Okay. I can go in. There is an abrasion on her tooth. I don't know her, so, you know, because girls wear caps these days and everything. But here, her tooth is not aligned at all. You can maybe investigate to see if she was having caps or whatever. I don't know, because you haven't sent me any other pictures of her smiling, so I don't know, but there's definitely a gap here, which I would question whether her cap fell off or her tooth. I can't really tell at this point. If I was in there, I would have my lab expert, of course, open her mouth to see the teeth. And they didn't do that here. They didn't open her mouth to do the teeth, which that's a picture missing, unless it's on the website, this jazz, I don't know, but I'm just letting you know. There should be a picture of her up on the website. The crime expert who does a picture should have a picture of her teeth. It's important. We do that. It might not be publicly done, but we would have opened your mouth. Is that okay? So there is something unusual here. Yeah, there definitely is. Because here, you see a tooth coming down, but you don't see it here unless this little girl has teeth that are shorter. I don't think so. I don't think this girl, the beauty queen she is, would walk around like that, but I might be wrong. Okay, so we get into a really good picture here. This guy, when he took this picture, I can see her pores and everything. I can see the hairs and everything and all that. But it also tells me another story. And I'm going to go up here. It tells me more to confirm that she was suffocated. Because here is really dry, and here is all sorts of perspiration coming out. This is all perspiration. You can almost see that there's bumps, right? So if you were to put a plastic bag over your head, I don't want you to, I'm not telling you to, or something, or even your hand, even if you want to do it in your hand, you're going to get steam entering. And wherever the pressure is more, you're going to get more steam. So her body is alive at this time. And so the plastic's going to stick to the skin, and it's going to bring condensation. So this is all condensation, but it's not condensation as what you would see on a window. This is perspiration that you would see escaping from her body from it being one, the force of the plastic, to the extreme heat it would be giving off. Okay, and of course her hair is all stuck to it too. If you're wondering if this was when she was thawing and it was a freezer, just for those who might have said, oh, you know, she was frozen and this is fine, okay? Then it would be all over her face, all right? She'd be perspiring, she's here and here, and I know that the plastic went right across very, very tight over her eye, because that's what ripped off her eyelash. So it was so tight and so over her face that it literally took her eyelash off. And the other thing that it did was it bent it wrong. The other thing it did was it changed the shape of her eyelashes. This is a homework for the team. I don't know what eyelashes she had, but these are really clumped together. So what you can do is maybe see if in any pictures of this evening, if there are any of hers, if she had feathered eyelashes. Eyelashes come in all different styles. I see them in my drugstore. You can get feather ones, pointy ones, and everything like that. Was she wearing thick ones? And if she was wearing thick ones, were they all clumped together? Because this is telling me that when the bag went over her face, it also it also bent her eyelashes down and grouped them together. Just like, and she's got a little bit of perspiration here. She doesn't seem to have any makeup on, which is interesting. But she's a beauty. She's a beauty queen. She can be anything. So just to reiterate, this is perspiration. The girl was smothered. So I am just letting you know that the cause of death was smothering. If they say it was from hypothermia, no, her body was not frozen long enough to die that way. There's no way. She did not die of being frozen in a freezer. She died of being smothered.